everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 289. And I'm going to do the super cute Adventure Awaits kit. This is a new kit for November. We have 2 new kits this month. I would grab them as soon as you can, especially this one. I think this one will become unavailable pretty quickly. I haven't even checked today to see if it's still available or low inventory or whatever. I guess I should have. But I want to share it anyway because it's super cute. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome. So yeah, if you are new, I would love for you to let me know where you're viewing from. Head on over to the chat room. That's where I'll be during the video premiere with my friends. Make sure you say hi. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell, and then that will let you know when I upload a video or go live or any of that good stuff. And I do my videos on Monday is Mimeograph Monday with a Twist. Tuesday is my Teach Me Tuesdays. Friday is a Di's Shorts, which can be a little bit of anything. And then Saturday I just do a quick little video that's a recap of a prior video set to some fun toe tapping music. So yeah, that's my channel in a pinch. It is mostly stamping, but sometimes I will show other things. I like to go antique shopping, thrift shopping. I do show some of that. Family life, you know, it's just fun to just come and hang out and do stuff. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing so I can get to this kit. So I want you to close your eyes just for a second while I get my camera adjusted. So this is the cute kit. Now this is a non-stamping kit. So the greetings are already done for you. But look at these little envelopes. Aren't they adorable? So they come in a few different colors, a few little designs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my pieces ready so that I can just, you know, put these together quickly. So this is what I mean by the greetings. So see, they come in different languages. So what I'll do is I'll pop off the English ones. And then I do like to look at some of the other languages, because sometimes you can find words in there that you can use. So I usually like to look in there before I throw them away. All right, but look how cute these patterns are. Oh, it is so retro and adorable. We've got a little bit of vellum there. Look at these cute patterns there, and the colors are adorable too. We've got some big dimensionals. I'm going to set those aside because I'll just use dimensionals that I have on my desk. We also have these glue dots. I'm not a fan of those. I mean, I'm glad that they put them in there, but I just use my box ones. And then you have your cars and your trucks. There's like a little surfboard. So that these are all the other pieces that we need. And then, of course, our chipboard. So if you are out and about when you're putting your kit together, maybe you're at a football game or something of your child's, maybe you're on a plane, maybe you're in a car, on a train, this works as a little table. So you can just take your kit and go. And that's what's great about the kits, because everything, it's all inclusive. So you might not have seal that puts your cards together, but they give you dimensionals and glue dots, so you're really, you know, good to go. Now, I like to use what I already have. Like I said, I have my boxed glue dots. I have, you know, dimensionals off to the side that I use up before I open up a full pack, and I have my seal, you know, things like that. But I've been stamping for a long time. But if you are new, it's nice that we have these kits because, you know, you can be a newbie and still be successful. All right, so I'm gonna get all my little pieces ready, and then we'll put the card together. Pieces all split up, and I'm just going to do one card each. So I'm just going to kind of set these off to the side so I can grab them. All right, so the first card is a really cute little pickup truck, and some of these have vellum. Like the truck has vellum. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it back here. So this just lays on there. So what it does is it gives the truck a window so the things behind are kind of faded, you know, like a real truck would be. Now they have me using the glue dots, but I'm just going to use my green tip glue to stick that on there because I think it'll give me a little more wiggle room there. Get my glue started. There we go. Ooh, that's a big blob. Okay. Because it's just going to lay right on the vellum. I think that's such a cute idea. Okay, so we have our little truck, and I'll let that sit there and dry a tad. All right, so we have our scenery, and this is going to get put on with dimensionals. And like I said, it came with dimensionals. I'm just using ones I have on my desk, and this probably came from a kid at one time. Peel all my backings, and then this is just going to go make sure the card is opening the right side, or then it turns into an April Fool's card. If you ever make a card by accident and it opens the wrong way, you just go April Fools. All right, so this is going to go right there. That's kind of, I think, in the center. All right. Then we have this cute little tree that says, looks like it says 12 miles. It's kind of blurry so that it can be any language, because this kit does come in several different languages. And as you can see, I looked at a lot of the ones, and I couldn't really see anything that I could use, but I'm Canadian. I grew up in Canada. I live in the United States now. But, so I took French in school. So I do know that petite means small. Bonjour is hello. So I'm not sure what this one is. But anyways, but I think anybody, no matter where you live, I think everybody knows what bonjour means. So I might just cut out bonjour and then I will have that, you know, for something else. But, all right. So I just have my glue dots and I'm just going to put them on here. Like I said, I'm using the ones out of the box. There we go. I'm like, where did they go? Hang on a second. Oh, I need to get a new box. All right, so what I do is I just put them in this old box because I have taken this, I cut that off. And then I put this in here, like that. And then I put this lid down, and then I can pull the glue dots out. You know, if you want, you can kind of bring this up a little bit so they don't catch. But yeah, so that's how I use these. I can pretend that I meant for that to empty so I could show you that, but that was just perfect timing. All right, so we have our cute little tree. And he's going to go over here. So this is to tell the truck, this is the way to go. All right, so we have our little truck. And then he's got a suitcase that's going to go in here. And then this suitcase too, which has a lot of like stickers and stuff. So it looks like he's quite the traveler. All right. And they had this getting put on with dimensionals. So I'm going to put them down here so I have room to stick my suitcases. So it goes right on there like that. So cute. And then, now you can stick them here, like right there, but I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of them. And then just stick them in the truck. And I think that will give them some great support. And it will bring them up so they're the same height as the truck. And then our little, this guy as well. So I kind of put it at a little bit of an angle. All right, and then we have the Let the Adventure Begin. And they had this being put on with the glue dots as well. But I'm just going to use my green tip glue. So that's just going to go along the bottom. Like that. Let the adventure begin. Now this kit does not have any bling or anything, but I don't think it needs bling because you've got all of this pattern around here, right? Like this really fun pattern. Now I could see a lot of you cutting this in half and putting it on a regular card, and then you'll have another piece of this. But look how cute. So I do love that little vellum because see how the mountain is kind of like you're looking through. All right, so that's the first one. So let me just scoot these ones away, and I'll make those later. All right, and then we have this one here. Now this one, you can actually have it be a couple different ways, because this one came with a couple different things to put in the car. All right, so we have this really cute retro background of this one. And it's put together very, very similar. So we have our background piece. And then I'm just going to cut my dimensionals we don't waste any dimensionals. Okay. And that's just going to go again, make sure your card's opening the right way. All right, so this is just going to go the same way. But isn't this a cute kit? It is so adorable. All right. So we have that. And then this one has a really cute, kind of a puffy looking tree. And they have it up here. We don't want it growing out of the cement, so it's up here. So they have it kind of here. So I'm going to, where's my baby dimensionals? Here we go. Because they have us using glue dots. But I'm going to put 2 dimensionals up here. And I'm going to put dimensionals instead. So super cute. So now it like sticks out a little bit. All right, and then we have our card. Now this card doesn't have any vellum because it's a pop top. I don't know what it's called. No roof on it. Convertible. My old brain. All right, so it's a convertible. Now this one, it has driving by to say hello, but then we also have cruising to another year. And then I think when you use cruising to another year, you use the balloons. So this would be cruising to another year with the balloons. Or you put the suitcase in and then you have it say driving by to say hello. All right, so let's put this on like I did the truck. And then this one is driving on the cement, so not down here. So this time it's up here on the road. You can almost hear it revving. And I'm going to put the little suitcase and they have them kind of like this, right? Because I'm sure that back seat isn't very big, so it's kind of like cockeyed like that. And then we have our driving by to say hello. I'm just going to use the green tip glue again. So driving by to say hello. So cute. All right, so I'm going to do one with the balloon just so you can see the difference. It'll be the same card, but we'll do one with the balloon just for fun. All right. Again, I'm using up my dimensionals. So the balloons are fun. Okay. So that just goes, I'll move it up a tad. Bring our car over. So this car is for places that don't get a lot of rain, right? Because could you imagine being out shopping and then you come out from the store and it's pouring and your car's all wet? All right, so we're going to have our little car driving along. Beep, beep. All right, and then we're going to put the balloons this time. Now, I put a lot of dimensionals on there because we don't want those balloons to fly away. All right. So they're on the way to a birthday party or something. All right, and then we have cruising to another year. Going to a birthday party. So that is super cute for a birthday card, isn't it? All right. So there's the two different ones you can do with the convertible. Both adorable. All right. And then we'll do the last one. And this one also has vellum that goes behind. Let me see which way this one goes. Okay. Put my green tip. And then just lay it on the vellum. And like I did with the truck, I'm going to let it sit up. So this looks kind of like a European card, doesn't it? All right, so we'll let that sit up a little bit before I get messing with it. All right, and this is some more fun retro designs there. This would be fun to have designer series paper that's really, really retro. All right, and again, we're gonna do our background. Let's see if I have any big dimensional. Nope, but I had these. I also put those in there. So these are the adhesive foam sheets. And you can, they're basically a dimensional that has not been cut. You know, it's not been cut into big stop signs or little stop signs. This way you can make it be whatever size you want. Okay. So this goes here. So now we've got a beach scene. Got your little seagull there. You've got a palm tree. I'm going to use the green tip glue for my palm tree. Just because I have a little more, make little dots with it. Where if I use the glue dots, I have to like fold them and stuff. All right, which is not a big deal, but all right. So we're going to put our palm tree there, and then we get our car. Okay, so now we're going to do the car, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, where I'm going to put the dimensionals along the bottom so that I can stick the suitcases. And this one even has a surfboard. How fun is that? I don't even know what kind of car this is. To me, it just looks like it's a European car. I don't know. It's cute. All right. I don't think I could have this size car. But, all right, so we've got our little car. Doot, doot. And see, you can see how you're like looking through. It looks so cute. So everything's kind of like faded. All right, so this one has a surfboard first. So that's going to go right on here because it is right on the top of the car. So I'm just going to use my green tip glue. So it goes right here on the roof of the car. Like that. There we go. And then the suitcases are behind it. So I'm just going to use glue dots like I did before. I mean dimensionals. And just stick that up underneath there like that. Cute. And then we have enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. So is that not so adorable? All right, so these are the ones I did. Now it makes 9 cards. Hold on, I have to count. I'm pretty sure it makes 9 cards. Where's the cover? Yeah, 9 cards. 3, 6, 9 cards with those adorable envelopes. And the colors that go with this are basic black, coastal cabana, crushed curry, garden green, granny apple green, pecan pie, petal pink, poppy parade, pretty peacock, and timid tiger. Now what I like to do, which I didn't do because I just did these the way they're supposed to be made, I like to add a little bit of something to these. And so this is Timid Tiger. And I'm just going to take a blend. I'm going to take the Timid Tiger blend. And I'm just going to add a little extra color. And that's just going to add even a little bit more dimension to my car. You can do it to the wheels, but it's just going to give it just a little bit more dimension. That's the word I'm trying to come up with. And you can do the same thing with the suitcases. You know, off to the side, it would have a little shadow. And I love how these look when you do that, because it does. It adds just a little bit more because it's the same color. It just kind of blends really, really well. So, because some of our colors we don't have blends for, like Coastal Cabana, we don't. But we have like Summer Splash, which goes really well. So I can take some Summer Splash, and on the side of that balloon, I can add a little bit of color. So my balloon just has a little bit more definition to it. So the same thing, I can take that Timid Tiger and just off to the side, just add a little dark. And then what that does, now what was this pink? What was it? It was petal pink. So dark petal, because petal pink's pretty light, so I'm going to use the dark. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And then we can do the same thing on the car. So we can add a little definition. Now I would have done this before I glued it, but I'm just showing you on the one. So I'm not pushing hard because I don't want to dent it. But we're just adding a little bit here and there. And since the blend is the same color, it just naturally looks extra. So now it's got some dimension to it. So I'll probably do that. I want to take my granny apple and do the tree. It's just kind of fun to come in there and add a little bit to these already. It makes it not as plain. I mean, because there are, you know, they have added some dimension to them. Oh, hang on a second, my phone. Hang on, I gotta turn my phone off. Hopefully I didn't pick it up because it's not, it's like a spam call. All right, so, but see how I'm adding that? So it just makes the tree have more dimension to it. You can do the same thing on here. So I think I'm going to do that to, you know, to all of them before I put them together. You can even take your light pool party and put a little light pool party on the window so it has a little bit of color to it. We'll put a little bit on the wheels. But so see what I mean by just adding little bits of color? It just you know, it just adds a little bit to the card, I think. Because see, the card looks a little two-toned now compared to, you know, here and the balloons. But anyways, you know me, I like to fiddle fart with stuff. I can't leave well enough alone, basically. All right, so let me say, see you later, alligator. So isn't this the cutest little kid? Oh, it's so adorable. But yeah, just, I mean, like I said, I would do all the little Stampin' Blend stuff to it before I glued it so that, you know, I'm not bleeding through the card or whatever, but it does. It just adds a little bit of extra stuff. And we have a lot of other, like some of the DSP packs have pop-outs as well, and I like to do that with those two, just add some extra definition to those pieces. So anyways, all right, so I'm going to stop blabbing so I can get this video uploaded. So I will see you Friday for my dies shorts, and I will do the other kit. I also got my paper pumpkin for the month, and I'll have to do that next week. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. When you take a week off, things pile up. All right, so if you have any questions at all, make sure you holler at me. Otherwise, I will see you Friday, and that will be 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you then. All right, bye for now.